Hey, I'm Rick, and welcome back to episode 5 of the Crewe Youth Evolution. And I'm going to start off this episode with apologising for episode 4, because you might have noticed that I didn't seem all that interested. It's because I had a crash dump after I'd recorded and played the next game on, which was the Accrington game. So I was really annoyed that I had to re-record, and I didn't have some of the same outcomes. Like, I'd lost to Yeovil, but in the original, I'd beaten Notts County, where, as you can see, I lost 3-1 to them on this occasion. But since then, I've gone on. The Accrington game, I'd beaten them 4-2, but I'm not going to dwell on it. Things happened, and, well, as you can see, the Yeovil game, once again, I lost. Notts County, they beat me 3-1, whereas I'd beaten 2-0 with Sterling scoring 2 goals. But that is obviously how it happened. But since then, I've played Accrington at home and beaten them 1-0 with an Owen Dell goal. That was a great game. And then I played Stevenage at home. Kazim Sterling playing and scoring the penalty. Also, I'd like to point out that Stevenage missed a penalty as well, which was lucky for me. And then Colchester away, I've been tinkering with the tactics and I've removed a few things. And we had an absolutely outstanding game against Colchester, with Sterling scoring a hat-trick and George Cooper getting himself 2 goals as well. So that is where we are at the moment. And again, I am apologising. Episode 4 for me, I didn't feel that I'd given it my all. And I am apologising because I was upset with that episode. But today, we are playing Luton in the FA Cup first round. They are a Div 2 team, the same as us. And then we'll be playing our final Checkatrade Trophy group game against Port Vale, which is also a home game. So I hope you enjoy the episode today. So it's game day, and our first game is, as I've said, Crewe versus Luton in the FA Cup first round. And our form was actually picked up, as I've shown you in the last few games. So we've been on a decent form. Luton have been doing all right, but it's all down. It's the FA Cup. So let's pick our team, and I'll show you who we're going to have playing in today's game. So here we are with the lineups. We're playing our usual formation with Ben Garrett in goal, Russell Woodcock in left back, Warren's playing right back due to the fact that Eddie Nolan's out injured for a couple of months, and we've got Cook and NJ back in central defence. It was Rains in the previous game. And then we got Ainley, Grant and Walker in our ever-present free midfield there. And then we have Cooper on the left of the midfield, Wintle on the right, and Sterling up front. Luton today are playing a classic 4-4-2 with Shea in goal, Kavanagh at left back, McCormack at right back, Ray and Jones in central defence. We have Stacey on the left-hand side of midfield, Berry on the right-hand side of midfield, and Shiny and McTominay in central midfield, with a front two of Lee and Collins. As the teams come out on the pitch, let's hope that we can kick off the FA Cup, get it through a few rounds. We could really do with the money from this competition. So it's Warren on the ball now to Grant, into the middle, Grant to Ainley. Ainley's brought it back to Walker. Walker's sent it forward to Sterling. Sterling brings it back to Walker. Walker to Ainley. Ainley has sent it out wide to Warren, who's waiting for the ball. Crosses it in. Sterling 1-0. Cracking bit of play from the guys there. Jones on the ball now. Puts it out to Stacey, who's hoofed it long towards Collins. NJ's not got it. Lee's shot wide. Crewe have been lucky there. Warren with the throw in. It's Sterling. Wintle. Back to Warren. To Grant. To Walker. To Sterling. Ainley. Out to Cooper. Who's got it into the middle. Wintle. Hits the post. It's a goal kick, Luton. So as the boys come in at half time, it's 1-0 Crewe. Sterling with a goal in the first minute. We've had the better of the play. We've had 10 shots, only 4 of them on target, but we've kept Luton at bay. They've only had the 1 shot on target. We've both been fouling. Yellow cards wise, I'm struggling here. I'm getting a lot of them. And right, we'll kick on now for the second half. He's hoofed it up towards Sterling, but Sterling didn't want to go for it. Now come back, NJ. Cook, back to Garrett, keeping it under control, making sure that we don't concede. It's now gone forward to Wintle. He's got it back to Walker. Walker's lost it again. And Woodcock's now controlled it. Grant, Ainley. Ainley's going to put it out to Walker. Walker's managed to get it to Warren on the wing. Warren with a great ball over. Ainley scores! Crewe 2, Luton 0. Get in there, lads. We're going to change it up here a little bit. I've got another game in 2 days' time. It's Sunday now. We're playing again Tuesday night. I think Cooper's had a good game. We're going to bring Charlie Kirk on for him. We're gonna keep it like that. Owen Dell will replace Wintle, and Tom Finney is going to come on for Walker because we don't want him being sent off. And that's our 3 subs. As full time at the Crewe Alexandra Stadium, it's finished 2-0. We've beaten Luton. Sterling with a goal in the first minute. Ainley then score in the second in the 52nd minute to give us a nice comfortable victory and send us through into the draw for the FA Cup second round. Brilliant result. Okay, just before we kick off the next game, I'd just like to let you know that in the FA Cup second round, we've been drawn against Vanarama National League team Aldershot Town, away to. So we've got a good draw, we're away, but we've got lower league opposition. So hopefully we'll actually beat our board expectations and reach it to the third round and potentially get a big money game for our next game. So let's get back to football. We're playing Port Vale now in the Checkatrade Trophy. Obviously we need to get a win. We beat Oldham, but we lost to Newcastle under 23s. Now we're playing Port Vale. We've lost both their games so far in the group. So we really need Newcastle to win and us to win so that Oldham drop down to third. We've been on really good form, so we've got a form going into the game, and Port Vale's been woeful. We have played them in the league where we drew 1-1, but I'm hoping that this time round we'll actually come out on top. So the lineups for today's game, obviously we're still playing our 4-3-3. We've got Garrett in goal, Woodcock on the left hand side of defence, Warren on the right hand side of defence, and Cook and NJ in central defence. We've made one change. We've actually started with a different player. We've got Finney starting in the place of Ainley because I need to give somebody a rest. And that is the player that we're gonna have Finney in for Ainley. And then Grant in his ever-present position, really could have done with a rest, but I haven't got anybody to cover him. So he's got to play. And then Walker. On the left-hand side, we've got Cooper again and Wintle on the right, with Sterling heading up the offence. Port Vale, they're playing a 4-1-2-3, and they've got Hornby in goal, Gunning on the left side of defence, Davis on the right side of defence, with Lecker and Angus in central defence. They got a central defensive midfielder of Kay, followed by Middleton and De Freitas in central midfield, Montana on the left side of their attack, and Stubbs on the right, with Turner as they're playing the lone striker. So as the managers shake hands and the players come out on the pitch, we're hoping for another good result at home. Make it 6 on the run, I believe. Encourage the boys. It's Stubbs now. Woodcock with a great tackle. Woodcock's been really good. He got introduced fairly early on in the season when Bakayoko was out injured. And now Bakayoko has really struggled to get back into the team because of Woodcock's play. It's been magnificent to see. Davis with the throw-in. Middleton. Port Vale coming forward here. Davis puts it into the middle. Garrett grabs hold of that ball. Takes control. Garrett hoofs it forward. Sterling can't get hold of it. Now Woodcock. To Grant. To Walker. Walker's hit it long to Wintle. Wintle's coming forward. He's crossed it into the middle. Cooper can't get hold of it. It's now on with Finney. To Cooper. Sterling. Offside. Damn it. Warren on the ball now. He's hoofed it forward. Sterling has grabbed hold of it. Sterling shoots. Port Vale free kick. Sterling was offside. Stops with the corner. Cook clears. Cooper's grabbed hold of it. It's up forward to Wintle. Wintle's waiting for some help up front. He's run out wide. Put it into the middle to Finney. Finney to Walker. Walker gets it across. Cooper. Easy save for Hornby. So at half time, it's all square here at the Crewe Alexandra Stadium. 0-0. And we really need to push on. We've not pressured them enough. 5 shots, only 1 of them on target. And we really need to get something else going in this game. We're kicking off the second half. It's Grant to Woodcock. We've gone more attacking. It's now Cooper on the ball. Hopefully this will pressure the team. That's a poor ball in. Nobody's going to get hold of that. Hornby's controlled it. Now back out in the field. Davis with the throw in. Cooper steals the ball and gets it to Grant to Sterling. Sterling shoots and he scores! 1-0 Crewe. Hornby with a goal kick. Cook controls it. It's back in the central midfield area now. Stobbs is all on his own on that right wing. He's got it into the middle. Warren with a poor clearance. Garrett with a great save. NJ with a great tackle. Port Vale really want this in the dying minutes of the game. It's a great ball in the middle and it's a 1-0! No! Leckers equalised! So it's penalties. Port Vale step up to take the first penalty. It's Stobbs. And Garrett goes the wrong way. 1-0 Port Vale. It's Finney steps up for us. Let's hope he can get this goal. He's repositioned. And he scored. 1-1. It's now Grant stepping up for us. He's also repositioned. And he's also scored 2-1 to us. Now Montana for Port Vale taking his penalty. Let's hope Garrett can get this saved. It's now 2-2. It's Lecker taking his penalty. Hope Garrett can do a little bit better than he did with the last one. He saved it! Garrett saves. It's Charlie Kirk, the youngster, stepping up to take his penalty. And he scores. And now it's Owen Dell, another youngster stepping up for a penalty. We really need this one to go in as well. Oh, they've saved it. It's now De Freitas. Can Ben Garrett save the day for us here? He's gone the right way, but they've scored. It's now Harness. We need a save here. And he scored. Up next, Sterling, I believe. We need Sterling to score this now, more than ever. Sterling, what have you done? Well, the dream is over in that competition by the looks of it. We've just gone down to a late goal in the 91st minute against Port Vale and lost on penalties. So, there you go. So that is our 2 games for today's episode, all rounded up. As you can see, we had a good game in the FA Cup against Luton, where we beat them comfortably 2-0. And we've been drawn against Aldershot away in the second round. So I'm hoping we can get to the third round and maybe get a big tie against one of the big boys and make a bit of money. But we've been disappointed against Port Vale. We were winning 1-0 up until the 91st minute. They've equalised and then we've gone out and on penalties, which is really disappointed. So for the next games, we're going to come back for the Aldershot and Cheltenham game. So you can play. We're going to play the FA Cup game and the Cheltenham game. and we'll see how it goes from there. So I'm going to play these games now off cam, and we'll be back in episode 6 for the Aldershot and Cheltenham games. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget to smash that like button if you have, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you very much.